Hi, I'm Craig Kelly, here with Jake Lloyd at the Long Island International Film Expo. Jake, awesome film, my friend.
Thank you so
tell us
much.
like a quick synopsis a little bit about it?
Sure. My film was the Skull Rosary of Frao'Ranggoh, and essentially it's this really fun kind of action-adventure. It's our modern take on classic adventure movies. And it's about this kind of past his prime treasure hunter who is going after this ancient relic for the second time. And the movie is not just about the current adventure for the Rosary, but as the movie unveils, you hear about the story about what happened the first time they went after it. And he's got this new bubbling idiot sidekick played by myself, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. There's a lot of really hard drama and a lot of independent shorts out there, and a lot of it is kind of a little bit left of the mark because people try a little bit too hard. We really just wanted to make something that was fun. We didn't take ourselves too seriously. We just tried to have a good time and have people have a good time while watching it.
So you can tell the movie was pretty inspired by a bunch of video games and a bunch of like really cool action with quirky, hilarious, like brash comedy. Can you tell us like what kind of inspired the movie?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Indiana Jones franchise is somewhat inspiring, but also really inspired by video games like Uncharted, Metal Gear Solid. They kind of have all that kind of like tongue-in-cheek humor, while still, you know, obviously this movie more Uncharted because it's about like the searching for an ancient
like
relic and kind of that. The treasure hunting. But a lot of it is really also just inspired by the location we shot it at. We shot it in the Verdugo Mountains in Burbank, California, and that is an area where me and my two co-stars, we just go hike just for the fun of it. It's one of our little spots that we go hike, and every time we go out there, we're so amazed that just how it doesn't look like Los Angeles. And it was just
I've never guessed.
It's just one of those things where it just clicked one day. You know what? Let's just shoot something out here, and that every location, the waterfall, the big thing at the end, everything kind of gave birth to the script via just being there, and it was all kind of written in. So a lot of the inspiration comes from just the location itself.
That's magic.
Yeah.
Is there anything like really cool or fun stories that happen like behind scenes or on set that you can talk about?
You know, we have this thing in Southern California called rattlesnakes, and there was not a day on set where we didn't encounter one. And the favorite story amongst the cast is, it's a 45-minute hike into the location every day. So it was a serious hike, serious commitment, and along these little narrow paths. And one day in, I'm leading the group, and Kenny is behind me. Tony Wayne, the star of the movie, is behind him. And out of nowhere, this huge, big, thick black rattlesnake just coils up no more than as far as this camera is to me.
Wow.
And it's only a narrow path. So the philosophy is that I phased through both Kenny and Tony. Yes. Because somehow I ended up behind both of them on this narrow path. But yeah, dealing with the wilderness was absolutely incredible. And then just having to hike in with all of them. I mean, we didn't bring in a lot of gear because like the hike didn't allow for it, which makes the movie kind of really minimalist. We only could use what we could fit in our back. But bringing in the big gun, Jericho's big monster gun that's in the movie, all those little things, a lot of it was brought out there and then assembled for the first time because we couldn't put it together and then hike through the woods with it. So making the movie was definitely really good
challenge as well.
Definitely a physical challenge. And actually, for anybody watching this, if you want, you can check out 3principlesproductions.com. 3 is spelled out. Pretty soon we're gonna have a little outtakes and behind the scenes kind of thing up there. We'll let that out into the world to see. It was a good time. It was a great time making the movie, and I hope that it shows when people watch it because it's
Best
just
of luck.
fun.
It was a really great film, man.
Thank you so much,
with everything, Jake.
Thank you so much. And I just want to say thank you to the Long Island International Film Expo putting on a fantastic program here.
Great. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Thank you.